guys, I'm Fran and welcome to Delicious Sparkly Cakes, where you can learn how to make amazing cakes for your friends and family. Today it's a special video for me because it's a collaboration with another channel. Her name is Emily and her YouTube channel is British Girl Bakes. I love her cakes, so that's why I asked her to make this collaboration, and we both made our version or Ralph Breaks the Internet cake, and we hope you're gonna enjoy it. To see her tutorial you can find the link behind this video, so on the description box, and as well at the end of the video. But first of all, I want to show you how I've made this cake. Let's start from the head so that it's going to have more time to dry out. Using some flesh color, we're going to roll an oval. Press down a 3/4 of it with your pinky and making the top of the face a bit smaller at the top. Then mark the eye socket, shaping the top of the nose as well. Add a big oval horizontally and put it in the middle to make the nose. Poke 2 holes to make the nostrils. Draw an arch to start making the mouth and make 1 hole at the end of the lip with a leaf shaper so that it's gonna look like it's more smiling. And then redefine the bottom of the lip as well. Using our ball tool, press gently where we're going to add the eyes. But first we're going to make the ears, and we're going to add a small oval and put it on the side between the eyes and the nose, and we're going to press it to merge it to the head. Now we're going to fill the eye socket with some white fondant. Then we're going to add a small tiny bit of brown fondant to make the irises, and then press it to make it flat. Then, because the irises are not just of one vivid color, we're going to add a little bit of white edible color inside, and you can see that it is already changing. It will look more realistic. Then we need to add some black fondant for the pupils. Paint with black the top of the eye and all around the irises as well. And then with some white we're going to paint the white lines that we have in the eyes. Let's mark now the eyebrows, and then we can fill them with some brown fondant. And to look a little bit more realistic, we just need to draw lots of lines. Finally, using some pink petal dust, the one I'm using here is the one from Rainbow Dust, and it's the one that I love. And doing so, we're going to add more dimension to the face, and we need to brush gently the nose, the cheeks and the lips as well. So now the head is done and we can leave it to dry. Meanwhile, we're going to make the body. We're going to need a big chunk of fondant. The one that I'm using here is white, and it's gonna have a big shoulder and smaller waistline. The neck is that part that is going to be seen, so this is the one that I'm adding now, and it has to have a flesh color. So Ralph is wearing a blue-green t-shirt underneath, and so that's why we're going to add only a small piece of fondant at the front, and then we're going to add a long strip all around the t-shirt collar, and then we're going to draw lots of lines on it as well. On top of this, we're going to add another t-shirt which is between red, yellow and orange. I don't know if you noticed, but it has a V shape, so we're going to cut it And then again we're going to add a strip all around the collar of the shirt, and again we're going to draw lots of lines. To make the buttons, simply we need to add 3 tiny balls of white fondant, and then we need to press them in the middle and add 4 holes in the middle. The easiest way to make the checkered shirt, I tried in many ways, and I think the best way is actually painting the fondant with some orange gel paste. And this is going to be done in both ways, so horizontally and vertically. At this point I had orange paint all over my hands, and that's why I've decided to place the body on top of a dummy to make it easier for me to work with it. Now with a really tiny brush I'm going to paint the black lines on the shirt, and I always like to start from the back, as is if something goes wrong it is always easier to modify it, and anyway it's gonna stay at the back, right? And then I've painted the lines at the front as well. Now it's time to add the head, and be careful when you do this because the head could change the shapes, so be very gentle. With some brown fondant we're going to make the top front of Ralph overall. Roll your fondant and cut a rectangle. Add a pocket and draw all the seam lines with a tool that it is similar to the one that I have here. For the strap we're going to add a long piece of fondant, and again adding the seam lines. At one end of the strap I fold in a small piece of grey fondant to add a little buckle. Now we need to add the overall at the back as well, and I'm going to use the same brown fondant, but I'm gonna cut it as an X shape. And I'm going to leave one of the straps hanging out. To make the arms, roll a big chunk of skin fondant. Fold in half and cut it so that we're going to have the same size for both arms. Then we're going to mark the arms by 3. The first mark is the one where the elbow is going to be, so you need to press it just a bit. And the other one is where the wrist is going to be, and this time you need to press it and roll it all around it. Press the hand and smooth the edges. Fold the elbow. We now are going to make the fingers, and to do so we need to make 4 cuts. Mark inside the fingers and close the fingers to make the fist. Before adding the arms to the body, we need to add some broken cocktail stick to support them. And now we can put them onto the body. Finally, we need to cover them with some sleeves as well. Again, using the same fondant that we used before, the orange one. And we're going to draw the lines and paint it again. To make the hair, first of all we need to cover the whole head with a circle of And then we're going to add lots of small drops of brown fondant, starting with the top of the head, then near the ears, and then we're going to cover the whole head at the back. Looking at the photo of Ralph Breaks the Internet and the trailer as well, I could see that they've shown inside of the internet with lots of blue sky liners, and that's why I'm cutting lots of rectangles, all of different sizes, and on each of them I'm also adding some blue windows. And then we're going to put them all around the cake. A cake that I already covered with blue fondant, and I brushed a little bit of white petal dust. Finally, I've added some of the logos that I've seen from the trailer. And I've put Ralph at the top and middle of the cake, so it's ready to break the internet. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, don't forget to thumbs up to let me know and to help other people to find this video. Also, don't forget to click here to have a look at British Girl Bakes cake. Bye! See you next week!